For these notes, we're going to take a look at the sum of cubes. So I'm going to write out the pattern. If you have two perfect cubes and they are added together, their factors follow a pattern. You have a binomial and you have a trinomial factor. And in the binomial, you put a plus b because those are the cube roots of a cubed and b cubed. And then in the trinomial, you want to put a squared first, b squared last, and ab in the middle. Your signs will always be plus, minus, plus, or it's the same as what you started with, which was positive. Then it's, so notice like plus gives you a plus for the binomial. Opposite of that, so this is going to be minus, and then always positive for the last one. So notice that's always plus, minus, plus. But same, opposite, always positive spells the word soap. So that helps you to also remember how to write the signs. The signs follow a pattern every time. So let's look at a couple of examples of this. If I have x cubed plus 216, I want to set up a binomial and a trinomial. I can tell that those are perfect cubes because x cubed is divisible, the exponent is divisible by 3. And then with your calculator, you could figure out that 216 is a perfect cube. If you don't have that one memorized, you can just type it in and check it. So in your graphing calculator, to get the cube root, you got to hit math and then hit number 4, and you see the little cube root symbol pop up. And in Desmos, you've got to go to functions and then go almost to the very bottom to get the nth root, and then you can type it in and do the cube root of 216. So I see that gives me 6. So back to this problem 17, I've got the cube root of x cubed would just give me x. So that's the first term. And the cube root of 216 is equal to 6. So that gives me the second term. You always keep the sign like it is from the beginning. So that's x plus 6. Then think plus, minus, plus are the signs that have to be there. And then we're going to square the first term to get the first term. So that'll give me x squared. Square the last term in the binomial to get the last term in the trinomial. So that'll be 6 squared, which is 36. And then multiply these two together, but ignore the signs because you've already put your signs in place. And that would be 6x. All right, so that's it for 17. Let's look at another one. So let's just look at 19. I see that I have 27, which is a perfect cube. And you can always just check with your calculator if you're in doubt. So that gives me 3. M cubed and n cubed. So I have a binomial and I have a trinomial. I need to put the cube root of 27, which I found in my calculator was 3. The cube root of m cubed is m. And the cube root of n cubed is n. Then square the first term in the binomial to get the first term in the trinomial. So that'll be 9m squared. Then square the last term to get the last term. So that'll be n squared. And then I have plus, minus, plus. So I know the sign in the middle is always a minus of my trinomial. So multiply these two together. Ignore the sign because you've already put that in place. And we get 3mn. And that's it. It follows that pattern every time. And I think I put cubs. I just noticed. Let me fix that. That's supposed to be cubes, but it's already typed on your paper, so that's good. Okay, so hopefully this helps you with the sum of cubes practice.